Hey guys, this is a tutorial on how to make a pipe cleaner Krillin. First off, I start with a gold pipe cleaner for the skin and base. First, I bend it in half and pull it up, trying to make sure both sides are even. Then I grab the top of it, the bent part, and I twist it to make a circle-like thing. I just pinch it with my index finger and my thumb, and I get that. See? Then I bend both of the end parts to make arms. And then I wrap the extra around like the shoulder, or I wrap it around making a shoulder. I do that for both sides. Sorry if my fingers are in the way. And then I get this. And then I keep on twisting down just those two end parts until I get more of a body. But this would be about normal size, but since it's Krillin, let's make it a little bit smaller. Just untwist it a little bit, re-straighten out the extra pieces. And that's the first pipe cleaner I use. Now I'm going to add in another gold one. I'm going to do the same thing I did before, making sure both sides are equal. See, I'm just going to put this down here and bend it in half. I'm going to pick it up, and now that I have it in half, see where I bent it? Might not look that way, but it is in half. I fold it around the waist area of the pipe cleaner person, and then I wrap it around like once. Next, I find about how long I want the legs to be, and I bend it to that. The extra piece from before, this is the second piece right here. This is the first piece. I'm going to wrap the first piece around the second piece wherever I bent it until it's nice and tight and there's none extra left. See? And then to get rid of the rest of this, I can either wrap it around or I can bend it back and forth and break it. But for now, I'm going to leave it where it is until I finish this next leg. I'm going to pull it down, find the other part, about how long the other leg is, just to make sure they're about even. And then I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Okay. Now I'm going to wrap this around his leg. Just because I don't think everyone's going to want to have to bend it back and forth. That does take a little bit of time. And then I do the same over here. And voila. You have a person. He might be a little bit tall to be Krillin. So I bend these to make his feet, the end part of the leg. And now he looks a little bit more right to size. Now we're going to add his clothes. I grab an orange pipe cleaner, straight, whatever's. First, I usually start with pants. This, you don't have to measure it out quite as much, just because it doesn't exactly matter. Plus, I'm probably going to need extra anyway. I'm go in between the legs once, and then actually first I wrapped it around the waist once. Then I went in between the legs with one of the sides, and then I started wrapping down for one of the legs. And I'm going to keep on doing that until it gets down as far as possible. It's not quite as far as I need it to be, so I'll probably use another one just to make sure it really looks Krillin-esque. So I want it more towards the ankle area. I'm starting to do it faster for this other leg just because I'm used to it. You can do it at whatever pace you want. Okay, I have now I got it down to this. Sort of have some pants, but need a little bit more. So I'm adding in another one. I'm gonna need find wherever I left off. Wrap it upward around that part. That way I can make sure I'm covering all the gold spots to make sure you're not seeing skin through the clothes. And I think that is about good enough for that leg. I think Krillin shows a little ankle-ish. And then this is how I usually just break it. I had to do it there just because it would look weird if I just tried to wrap it around, or it would have had to be wrapped around this other leg too. So this saves pipe cleaners and supplies. So I keep on wrapping around this other leg until they're about equal. I just bring them together to usually check the length. That looks about right. And since I'm done and that little piece right here isn't really enough to do anything with, I'm just gonna wrap it back up like that. And I have pants. Now I think I need another orange piece, so I'm gonna look into my pack, see if I have any left so that I can do a shirt. So I start over at the waist again. This time I don't need to bend it in half at all because it's going to be a shirt. You just start over at the bottom and I wrap upward, up the body. Just keep on going around. It helps to raise the arms up a little bit. That way they aren't getting in the way as you wrap it around. Right? Just now I just wrapped it around the shoulder. I will wrap the diagonal. Then I'm going to go vertical for the other shoulder. But I'm going to come around on this side, get another vertical. And then I'm going to go around the back and get a diagonal. So basically, I wanted 2 verticals, 1 on each side, and 2 diagonals crossing each other. But I'm going to fix it a little bit to make it where you can see his chest a little bit. So I'm going to pinch the 2 together a little bit. And there. I sort of have a Krillin-esque shirt. See? Right there. Hopefully this isn't too blurry. I know they're fuzzy and stuff. So I'm wrap it back down because I see I missed a little spot at the waist. And there we have basic orange turtle hermit gi. Next, add the accessories, the armbands, the shoes, the belt, and since it's Krillin, good thing I did Krillin, he's bald, so you can leave it like this. You could add a little bit more, but for now, I'm gonna add the accessories. I'm gonna do his little blue. I usually start with shoes, but I think I'm gonna do the belt and the armbands first, just because they seem easier at the moment. So here I have about the length of the belt that I want. And then I'm going to wrap it around the waist. I can either just twist it now, or I could go around the waist one more time and twist it then. But I think I'm going to twist it now. Maybe twice, just to be sure it doesn't look weird or come off, anything like that. And then I'm going to do that little break thing I showed earlier where you bend it back and forth. Okay, I'm going to use the same piece just because I don't want to waste my stuff, because I do a lot of different pieces and you don't want to just run out of colors. So I'm going to wrap it around his wrist once, maybe twice, just to show off that they're there. Don't want them to look too small but not too big either, because they are just armbands. Okay, and there's one. Oh, it has a little extra fuzz on it, so I'll throw that off. And now I'm going to do the other one. The next one, pretty simple. Let's just do the same thing. And there. Now on to shoes. This does take a little bit of time though. Like, I'm already at 11 minutes and I'm still on the first person. Well, only on one person, I mean. So now I could either do Naruto-like shoes, like where his toes are out, which is something I do a lot. But I'm gonna do more so Goku-like shoes. And just to make sure that he really looks like Krillin, I think I'm going to go back and work on his head. I'll show you that in a minute after I finish these shoes. Like, first, to start the shoe, I wrapped up over where the end of the pants are about. And then I wrapped around the leg and went down. Legs, well, the tip of the foot is a little harder to do. Like I said, I usually leave it open, sort of like a Naruto-like shoe, like that. But since it's Dragon Ball Z, let's make sure our closed-toed shoes are there. So I'm going to make a little round part at the front. Like, see, like this isn't gonna stay if I do it that way. So I pull it back, the rest of the pipe cleaner, and I wrap it back around the foot. So that's what I got so far. Now I'm going to do the other foot. This is a new pipe cleaner, by the way. Ran out with that last foot. Like I said, they go by quick. So I keep on wrapping. That's mostly what it is, wrapping and bending. You just have to know when to do which. Okay? It looks like I got the toes covered. See? And now I'm going to wrap it around and there. I think his shoes are done. But there we have a little Krillin. Not little, a big version of Krillin, it seems. I think I might just twist his leg in a little bit. See if I can shrink it. It's a little big still though. I think I made him too big. Let me know what you think. If he's too big or not, and whether or not I need to do something with him. This is my Krillin. This is my Goku. Let's see their height comparison. Yeah, I made him a little too big. He's still smaller, but not that much. So, there you go. Krillin.